everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Patriots going up against the Eagles. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm Brandon Guyton alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl, all the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And taking the field tonight for the record 7th time in a Super Bowl.
And another one. What is this, his 7th?
7th. Isn't that just hard to believe? Unbelievable.
And he has a chance to get a second Super Bowl title in the same city. He did it once before in Houston against Carolina.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Brady. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
From midfield, here's Brady. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got Bennett. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And the eighth play on this drive coming up. On first down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Martellus Bennett from 21 yards away. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, it was fourth down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on fourth down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field. and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes Philadelphia, a team that started the year, as everyone remembers, 3-0. Carson Wentz, it's so hot to start the season, fading a little bit toward the end, but I think Doug Peterson knows this is his guy in 2017.
Amazing how the whole thing began. They were talking about him not playing at all this year. They wanted him to kind of have that so-called redshirt year. Instead, he was the starter from game one. He's had his ups and downs, but I'm with you on this one. Doug Peterson, the head coach, the entire Philadelphia Eagles organization, they know they have their quarterback for the future.
And I want to know, Week 15, did you like them going for 2 in the win?
Absolutely loved it. This was a team that was sliding. They were on the road. Go ahead and try and get a win and spark your team. Don't worry about trying to get to overtime.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the outright, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass.
So here now the old Wiley veteran, 13th year in the league, Donnie Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and that'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Wentz. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here comes the Eagles defense. They work their way back onto the field. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Brady throwing on second down. And complete on the right side to Bennett. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Bloom, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Waiting to throw on second down. And a little floater there is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Brady. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Martellus Bennett, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now offensively, Philadelphia coming back out. Earlier we discussed Carson Wentz at the quarterback position, but you know, unless something changes drastically, Philadelphia is going to end this year without a 1,000-yard rusher and without a 1,000-yard receiver.
Yeah, they want to make sure they really work on their offensive line. They've had a few injuries there and had to shift some guys around. They had a guy that they lost earlier in the season. It was a big part of what they do. And they also want to make sure that they have a running back that can stay healthy. And you know that that's not easily done in this league. But Ryan Matthews, if he does stay healthy, he's always a candidate to break 1,000 yards. Remember those days of LaShawn McCoy and Jeremy Maclin both going over 1,300 yards? They're looking for that again.
Yeah, 2014, both of those guys over 1,000. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Wentz. Left side, caught by Matthews. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down and just 1.
Watch right, watch right, watch right.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Set, B-19, B-19.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, Wentz looking for someone to throw to. His throw caught right around the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Wentz. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Patriots have it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their passing game has certainly been buoyed by some unbelievable catches.
I love that word because if you're the quarterback, if you're the guy throwing it, buoyed would be the word, wouldn't it? Because right now, I think his confidence level is so high, I just throw it out there. They will go get it, and we're seeing some fantastic catches and some great plays as a result.
And tough starting field position here. Blunt, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run again with Blunt. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The final shot before half for Brady. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring 51st Super Bowl from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Eagles trail at home at halftime. The Patriots have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Patriots on their opening drive. Bennett hauling in the pass over the middle, and this will go for a touch. They'll take the early advantage. Here they've got it at midfield. Wentz is going to complete the pass into coverage, and he'll end up at the 35-yard line before being tackled. Score stays the same, though, as they missed the field goal. Third down from inside the 10. Bennett's got the reception, and after the short pass, he'll score. That puts them on top by 14.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green Beckham, 56 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Now Amendola. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. We focus our attention now on the Eagles defense. Brady now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Happy holidays, everyone. It's a great time of year, isn't it? And I know that we've had a blast doing these updates here for Madden, and we certainly hope that you've had a blast receiving them. Now, Week 16, we will not have updates for you, but we'll be back for Week 17.
We will indeed. I like how you just popped in there right after the incompletion. Happy holidays, very enthusiastic. No, certainly, everybody enjoy the time with friends and family, and looking forward to 2017. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw him off and get the 1st down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Again, here's Blunt. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Benny Logan in there on the tackle. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really, really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure's coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go. Green,
They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz. And this one is incomplete. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Here's the option going right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's Ryan Matthews finishing it off with a touchdown run. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now Amendola. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, you used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brady will try again on second down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to back.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 4th down. So here now, big spot for the kicker. It's Caleb Sturgis. This for the lead in the final stages. Crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Brady going to go on 4th down. And Amendola with a catch. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
To throw is Brady. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now Brady. Oh, what a catch by Edelman. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Brady to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got Bennett. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Brady. That's caught at the 2. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone?
And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only 1 period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken at the 3. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. This is the first Super Bowl ever to go to overtime. Can you believe you and I are on hand for this?
This is so cool to be here for the first time In this situation, can you imagine the nerves that have jumped back up? Because ordinarily we worry about nerves at the start of a game, then they settle in. But in overtime, it's all on the line. And remember, if you get the ball first, a touchdown ends it. Can they march it downfield and get it done?
Are you nervous? I'm nervous.
I'm beyond nervous.
Brady going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to force it into Edelman there. And now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Amendola catching it left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, here's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Brady again here on second and 10. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. We talk all the time about how tough it is to get the onside kick. The Pats last year, Charles, the only team to get 2 onside kicks recovered successfully.
And when you have that type of a number in your favor, it really juices you up to say, you know something, we can try it again. They feel good about their chances. Don't get it in this case, but as you noted, they've been successful in the past.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. Surveying the field. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Wentz will try again on second down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Wentz again here on second and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now, Wentz again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. His pass caught at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here we go.
Big play here. Third down and goal. And he is into the end zone. It's a touchdown. And in perhaps the greatest Super Bowl ever, they have won the game in overtime. Wow. A great game partner, spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.